Hello there. This video would be talking about my personal archetype that I'm currently working on. So this is more a collab nation. I'm trying to make a nation of Sword Art Online Unleashed Blading, which is a game in the Sword Art Online franchise. Yeah, I'm making this archetype to be about Adis. Adis is one of my really favorite characters in the game, and she's only exclusive in the game. So I just thought like, hey, let's just make her more recognizable and make a deck about her, something like that. So yeah, let's just take a look. Currently I made around 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, 8 cards. Actually 9, oh my god, I can't count. Whatever, it's 9 cards, and I'll probably add more later on, but currently this is what it looks like. Let's just start with guidelines. So this is the first card. Alice and Mary. So Alice, you all that watch SAO probably know who the heck Alice is. Mary is Adis' sister. She doesn't appear in the story except in the game. So you should not know her. But this is just a starter. It's like when this unit is rolled upon, if you put second draw card, that's the starter. And then we have the G1. It's Adis. Seeking Tooth Adis. So, this deck will have a mechanic about illusions. Illusions are basically just units, but they're not token units. It's just a unit. I will explain later on why I choose them to be normal units instead of token units. But anyways, so this text is basically when you enter V, you get an illusion for free, by the way. Then, when a unit with illusion as the same column as this unit was attacked, you make pay Soul plus 1, and your Vanguard gets 5,000 until end of your turn. I mean, end of opponent's battle phase. Okay, so we'll come back to the second skill later on what it does. But so basically, if you have illusion in front of this card and it gets attacked, you can Soul plus 1 and your Vanguard gets 5k power as a defensive skill. Then we have the G2 guideline. So the Vanguard skill is really basic. So if you have a rear guard with illusion, this unit gets +1 drive. I made a bit of mistake there writing rear guard like this. I need to actually add a dash between rear and guard, but I'm too lazy to fix it now, so this is what we're going to be with. And the rear guard effect is when placed, you can Soul plus 2, and all your rear guards with illusion in its name gets 5,000 per turn, and then at the end of your turn, you can put 1 illusion in your drop zone to the bottom of your deck. And we will talk about illusions later on. And then we have the G3, or the main unit. So this skill is a bit of complicated, but here we go. So if this unit is attacked, and you have a unit with illusion in its card name on the rear guard circle, you can choose one of your rear guards with illusion in its card name. The unit that is being attacked during this battle is changed to that unit. And all of your guardians guard that unit. This skill may only be used by a card with the same card name once a turn. Actually, this is wrong. I mean, this is old. I mean, I uploaded the wrong pick. But it's too late to fix it for now, before I make this video. So yeah, this one needs to be an auto, and I just gonna change it to when. And then, also we'll add the May clause because I want it to be optional. And once a turn needs to be once per turn because it's a hard once per turn. I just so bad at this. This card is so bad I made it. I need to fix it. Anyways, so this skill is that if you have an rear card with illusions in its name, you can choose to change the target from being your Vanguard to being the rear guard that is called illusion. So you can put one of the attacks to your rear guard. Oh, now I remember why I did it at May. I wanted to be the first attack the opponent does, because if you can choose what attack you can change it to the rear guard, it's kind of unfair. Because let's say the opponent's vanguard is like 3 crits, whatever, high power. If you can change that freaking attack to an illusion, it's unfair. So I made it that any attack that is the first attack goes to the rear guard. That is called illusion. So it's kind of more fair. Okay, that's the first skill, and then the second skill is at the start of the turn. If you have any rear guards with illusion, all rear guards with illusion in the card name gets 5,000. So yeah, basically that. Nothing more to explain on that. And then there's the X skill. The X skill is put 2 rear guards into your soul. Suggest your deck for 1 illusion and count it on R and then shuffle your deck. Pretty simple, just an illusion searcher and stuff. Okay, so now you can see quite a combo with this and then this. So this calls an illusion on the side, and then on the next turn the opponent is guaranteed to waste 1 attack on our illusion. And then we can use this skill, Soul Blast 1, and our power vanguard gets 5,000 power as a defensive skill, which is really nice to have. So yeah, as you can see, it's more like a defensive deck for now, but that's only for the grade 3. It gets more offensive in the grade 4, and then there's actually grade 5, which is, oh wait, I have another card, but oh my god, it's not in here. I'll show you though. Okay. Now let's just take a look in the illusion unit. It's just named illusion. It has a really stupid skill that is, when it is in drop, you can cut the +1, and then you can put this card to the bottom of your deck and shuffle your deck, and that's it. That's all the skill it has. It's only 10 power, 10k power. It has no freaking good skill. Okay. So now you can see that this one can make you like use 1 less counterblast, because you can only put 4 illusions in your deck, because we're following this basic deck building rules. So that means that you need to kinda shuffle the illusions back to the deck constantly. So this skill can help you get illusions back into your deck and then call it back. Soul Blast 2 might look like a really costly cost, but you have this act anyways that requires you to put 2 souls into your soul. So that means you always have 2 souls to use at any time each turn if you're using this skill. Then we have a list. A list is really simple. You just get one free illusion, and that's it. Then we have this card. This card is really a unique skill, I would say. When this card will be chosen for an ability, you may regard it as 2 cards. So what it means, it means like a lot of things. Okay, let's not talk about put 2 cards into your soul. You can just put this unit, and it will count as 2 units, because this unit is 2 units, but as 1 card. It also helps for like, let's say per like, that says you need to put 2 cards or put a card in your soul to the prison. You can choose this card and it will count as 2 cards, and it's really good. And then lastly, we have the grade 4, and then we have the grade 5 that I'm gonna go a bit in. The grade 5 is probably not balanced yet, because I'm still experimenting with it. But let's go with grade 4. So this card is a count. During your turn, if you have 3 cards with illusion in its name, this unit gets 10k and 1 crit. And all your units with illusion in its name get boost. So yeah, it's more like an offensive skill, but it's not that offensive. It's just a 23k attack with 1 crit. And then you can put all your illusions as a booster. So to go fully offensive with this card, you need to use this. So +2, all your illusion gets 5k. That means that you're going more offensive, and then later on you can put one illusion in your drop zone to the bottom of your deck. Okay, and this one has a really unique skill. At the beginning of your end phase, retire 2 regards to illusion in its name. If you do not, retire this unit, write a grade 3 from your soul. So to have this card as your one card, you are required to retire 2 regards with illusion. Else you would lose this Vanguard. It retires, and then you're going back to the grade 3 illusion. However, maybe it's not a bad thing at all, because this one is only offensive. It doesn't have any defensive skill at all. So if you choose to retire this and go back to this, you now go back to the defensive skill where you can protect yourself with illusions. It's really good. And lastly, we have our grade 5. I think I put it in here. Yeah, I'm correct. Let's see if I actually fix the text on this. Nope. But anyways, so we have the grade 5. This one, I have to say that it's not balanced. I haven't experimented with it enough. But here we go. So first of all, we have a double triple drive. So it doesn't mean you do 6 drive. You do 3 drives. But what it does is the double. When you check a trigger unit that is not an over trigger, you can choose to apply its effect twice. But you can only choose one of the triggers drive check each turn. It's a weird skill and maybe not balanced, but I'm just experimenting with it because I don't want grade 5 to just be a grade 5. I want it to be a bit different. But anyways, let's look at skill. Okay, so Count, you may only write this card if you have 4 more cards in your damage zone. So basically it's more like a break ride kind of thing, but it's a grade 5. Okay, and then we have a simple skill of when placed on V, choose a card from your damage zone and heal it, and put all cards with illusion in the drop to your hand. Really good, you get all your illusions back, and then you got to heal 1 damage. So that's a really important skill. And then that's the Count. This unit gets 2k for each rare card with illusion. If you have 3 or more, all your units get boost. A really offensive skill, you get 2k, 2k, 2k. So at max you can get 8k from this skill. And then all your all your units get boost. So you can go really offensive with this skill. And again, if you need more power, you can always use the G2 red line, so +2, and your units get more power. And lastly, this unit gets all of the abilities of all the cards with Aegis in its name, not name, Goddess of Abyss, Aegis in your soul. So this is really the scariest effect, but it's really hard to do because it's a grade 5. So that means first, you need to write Memory this, the grade 4, and then next turn, you need to survive, of course, and then write the grade 5. But also, you don't forget that you need to retire 2 cards with illusions in the name. So yeah, you need to write this card, have 2 regards with illusion, retired, and then next turn you get those illusions back, but by writing this card, you get to heal 1 if you survive, of course. And then you get a really rewarding skill by applying both the Aegis, the Waiting in the Skies, and the Memories of the Abyss skills. So you get a 10k 1 crit on this. So if you have 4 illusions, this will stand as 31 and 2 crits, and all units get boost. And then you also still have this defensive skill, and you can also call more illusions if you need to. And also this, but it's not applying in the turn you write this because it's not at the start of your turn. So you need to wait next turn, and this also applies. But by that time, I don't know if the game should end. Let's say your opponent survives, and if the opponent didn't manage to kill you, this might come in handy when you write the G5. But anyways, yeah, that's all of the SAUB that I made. And let's talk about some other archetypes that are on the works. So actually, I'm working on another archetype featuring the dual nations. So it's an archetype about witch and something like dark power, something like that. So yeah, it's called Shiki. I'm doing that like in sometime soon. And then I have 2 cards made for orders. One of them are for the archetypes that we already have. That is Lirasa. Lirasa is a Loganero support. If you say that Loganero doesn't need support, I'm gonna smack you right now, because since set 4 of the mainstream came out, Loganero is so behind. I don't see why Loganero will top any tournaments right now. She just couldn't keep up with all the decks right now. So yeah, we need some support. This is not the deck that will make Loganero catch up with other archetypes, but it's one of the supports I feel like is really useful for Loganero. So basically, you get to find songs, which just makes it more consistent, because sometimes you're really unlucky with Loganero and you get no songs. Like, you don't get the Great 3 song and it's sad. So yeah, this card, you sell +1, you look 5, get that song for free. Not free, for 1 soul plus. And then, just in case you're really unlucky, you can also come to +1, put a card in your auto zone to the up. So it's not free, but you get to put a card that is face down back to face up, so you can reuse an order that is already used. But it's really costly, because you need to sacrifice 1 order. So yeah, that means that the Great 3 order power will drop down by a bit. Then we have Sharks. This one is an all, like, I made it for fun, but now that I think about it, it could be actually be a really good archetype by its own. But yeah, this is something more like Fortuna. At first, I didn't even know that Fortuna exists in this game, so because I'm not that up to date with the V series. So when I made the skill and someone is like, "This is your first Fortuna," I was like, "What?" And then check it and oh, this is okay. But anyways, so yeah, you can sell +1 or more cards, any amount. And instead of looking your deck like Fortuna, you look at the opponent's deck. And then you can put them on your opponent's deck in any order. This is really tricky. First, you can deny all opponent's defensive triggers. And especially in Overdrays, we have over triggers, so you can put that over trigger away, because you don't want the opponent to check the freaking over trigger when they take damage, of course. The second skill, when your opponent reveal a trigger unit for the damage check, change the power increase to 5,000, because 10,000 is really bad for you, and then all your front units gets 10,000k. I mean 10k. Sorry. So this makes opponent checking defensive triggers actually bad for them. You get 5k bonus. By 5k bonus, I mean like because they increase 5,000, your units get 10k. You get 5 more than the opponents actually get. Because I feel like the opponents gain so much benefit from checking a defensive trigger. So I made this to be like a deck that denies defensive triggers and stuff. And yeah, that's a good concept I have. Then I have a deck about one shot. If you don't know that game, go play that right now. It's a really good game. It's really underrated. Anyways, I feel like I don't know what to do with it yet. But okay, so this is basically a deck about orders. It's kind of more like Bandgate, that you need to have worlds. This one you have the sun. So when this card is put in the order zone, draw a card if your Vanguard has Nico in this name. Draw 2 instead. So basically you draw 1 card for free, but then you can draw 2 if your Vanguard is Nico. But to play this, you need to discard a card, by the way. Then if your auto zone only has sun cards, the following effects are active according to the number of cards in the auto zone, which is basically the skill the world have. So your sun becomes lit. I'm sorry for using the word lit, but I don't know. I just want it to be like the sun is like, I don't know, it meant like have a light on it. I don't know what word to use for that. And because I already used bright on the second one, I cannot use bright on the first one too. So I don't know. Kill more, the sun becomes bright. And then 3 or more, if your vanguard has nickel in its name, your vanguard becomes the savior. We will talk about that later. And only have nickel, then it's the great one. This is the right line. So yeah. When this unit is placed on V, search for up to 1 card with sun in its card name from among them, reveal it and add it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. If your sun is lit, this unit gets 2k. Pretty simple skill, and yeah. So yeah, I didn't make a lot of cards on chat, it's only 2 cards, and it's not a completed archetype at all, but it's an idea I have. I'll probably finish if I have time and I want to. I'm not really in the mood for some reason. I just don't know. And then lastly, we have Standalones. These are cards I made for tutorials, by the way. So the skills are really bad because I was like, okay, I need to think of a freaking skill in like less than a minute because I need to teach. So I don't want people to wait while I'm doing skills while I'm making a tutorial video. So this was improvised. This all are improvised in like while I was fighting. It was kind of stressful, and all of them are bad skills, not gonna lie. Anyways, this one is not a tutorial card. This is for this card user called Justaban. I don't know how to pronounce the name, so sorry if I pronounce it wrong, but I want to increase Bang Dream as type cards. So, and just kind of make it a beautiful, you know, proxy for them. So since I don't play Bang Dream, I have no idea on how this works at all. I cannot explain it. So sorry, I'm not gonna explain it. Anyways, we have a Bang Dream and a cool star border right here. And yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna explain it anymore. I don't know. I don't play Bang Dream. Sorry. Thanks. L'Oreal. This card is intended to be all-powered. I made this without thinking of its powerfulness at all. Anyways, it's a Brigade. It's called L'Oreal. It's one of my favorite characters from AoE. Anyways, this unit enters the V circle. This unit cannot be attacked until the end of your next turn. It's ridiculous. So you basically survive for 1 turn for free, and for in any case you manage to have a personal right, you survive 1 more turn each time you personal right. Kind of cringe, but hey, it's not that offensive. I mean, there's no power increase on this card, so it's not that bad. Then we have the Axial. The Axial is kind of busted, but it's really costly, so it's not that bad. You counter blast for 2, you soul blast for 1, and then until the end of your turn, all your opponent guardians shield will reduce to 5,000. It's actually scary, but without any good high attackers, it's not that scary at all. But anyways, that's it. Yeah, it's really busted. I just feel like this is one of the most OP cards I made ever in my life. Next we have Oberon. This one was made really long time ago. It was made when I was making the premium template. So this is weird, I would say. It's actually kind of busted, but it also is not busted depending on what you play it with. When this unit is placed on V, the cost of X skills of all your regards are removed and instead added with a once per turn. Okay, so basically, you need to play this with kind of, you know, units with a lot of X skills. But this is an own clan. I made it FGO, so it depends on how busted I make Regards X skill are. If it's not that bad, this card is actually not that strong. And then we have another V skill that is an act. CB1, choose one of your rare cards, choose one of that unit's X skills, apply its effect without paying the cost and ignore once per turn. So basically, let this unit, when it goes in, all your rare cards are removed, right? But it's added with a once per turn. You can counterblast one, use that skill again, in case you already used that skill, and it's stuck with the once per turn, you can counterblast one to use that skill again. Something like that. And this skill is not once per turn, by the way. So that means if you have a really good X skill, you can keep counterblasting one to use that skill. And lastly, you may have Megamin. A lot of people like this card because the skill is really accurate to its character from the anime, and Megamin is one of my favorite characters. So let's read this. It's a force, it's a 13k. It's an X skill, counterblast 2. This unit gets 20k, 1 crit. Then the next attack of this unit attacks all of your opponent's units. Seems kinda busted, but then read the end of the skill. At the start of your opponent's battle phase, this unit's power reduces 0. So basically, on a turn, she can plus 2 and use Explosion! Boom! All your opponent units are probably gone, and they will have some trouble guarding their vanguard. But then, you're 0. Have fun guarding by being protectless. So I feel like it's kinda too hard, so I kinda really make an emergency skill about when you damage shakes your 2k unit, you get an additional 10k. So that means you get 20k every defensive every time you shake a 2k unit. But yeah, that's it. I made a few mistakes that is not mentioned until end of turn. That's really bad, but hey, you probably know what I mean, that it's until end of turn. Look, if it's sealed for the entire game, that's not fun at all. And also this, when you damage a 2k unit, this unit gets 10k. Not until end of turn, by the way. This kind of sucks, but hey. So yeah, what did we learn? Always check if your cards have end of turn. Also check if you make a really bad typo. So actually, I don't know if you guys noticed, but actually you wrote rare cards. I don't know how or why, but this is so stupid. Okay. Yeah, so just teach you that when you write skills, always check your writing. You probably do something wrong, and this is more like a personal notice for me. But always add a freaking full stop at the end of your skill, because I forget to, like this. No full stop, no full stop. It's really easy to forget, and I understand any people do it because I am doing that myself. So it's kind of bad. Yeah, and one thing you need to notice is always thinks your card needs to combo with other cards. So don't make them too busted on its own. Like, I don't know, some certain card that is a grade 5, I think. Yeah, and that's my all cards that are about fan-made cards. That is set 1, set 2 in English. I have a lot of cards that are made in Thai, but I don't want to explain them, to be honest. Like, oh god, it's too much. Yeah, I also make a Sadorika collab, but that's in Thailand. I mean, that's in Thai, not in Thailand. What the heck am I saying? This is... I thought this was a photo of things I made, but I'm wrong. Yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna say for today. Have fun making custom cards, I guess. Have fun, good luck. I hope you check all the triggers, like 3 triggers in your next dive check or something.